Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, in our last episode, Roger came around. He's been a fine companion. He's made a lot of friends. You can see him little chatting with each other. Now he's our little farmer, which has actually become quite harder because we have researched farm tiles and just loaded him up with more work. So Roger has some serious work to do. You can see him in the process of actually setting this right up as the greenhouse. I'll have to do this one as well, but Roger plus the greenhouse will mean that we will have a lot better growing. It'll grow faster. That's pretty much that simple, but it's also not so simple. Dun dun dun. Okay, so basically where I'm at right now is I don't know what to do. Well, I'm perplexed. I'm ready for another duplicate. I have consistently stayed around above 15,000 calories. That was before I set up this new farm. So basically what has to happen is these plants have to start growing, which they will, and I need to make sure that I can feed said duplicate. So I just clicked P on the keyboard for priorities, and then I just went to number 6. I don't want to set it to number 9. And what priorities are, they're very important, and they always have been from the beginning of the game, is most priorities are around level 5. Now if you set it to level 4, that means, hey, if you got time, if it's below a 5, if you don't have anything else to do, go do a 4. If it's a 9, that means nothing else is more important than this. Now I do not ever recommend doing a 9 unless it is a last case situation. The reason being, most of the things are already set to level 5, and if you go around setting things to level 9, like I have done here, you see that it was level 6, you may not realize, oh no, I have a bunch of level 6s or a bunch of level 9s, and oops, when I set a level 9, it's the same priority. So, I recommend only using one priority above where you currently sit. I have my bathroom set to level 6, and I'll set the other one there as well, and that way it just stays clean. To me, it's very important. To the duplicates, it's not so important. So you can see if I want something done quickly, which I'll speed up the time, I set it to level 6. The duplicates will say, okay, everything else is a level 5, and I'll handle the level 6 first. I'm going to get out of that tab. And because I set that to a level 6 and it got done quickly, now we have a greenhouse, which you can see this is greenhouse. And what are the effects of a greenhouse? Crops grown within a greenhouse can be tended by farmers to increase their growth speed. It requires a farm station, which is the machine to the right, and a minimum size and a maximum size, which is a rather large maximum size. So that is going to be our greenhouse. I know this one also grows stuff as well, but this is our greenhouse. So we can set that one up for a greenhouse situation later. As for right now, that's going to be fine. But another thing I wanted to show you guys was the fact that almost every single one of our duplicates is time for new jobs, promotions all around. Seriously though. So Ashkin's been kicking butt mining, and I think it's time for Ashkin to become a tier 3 miner. Not an apprentice miner anymore, but just a regular old miner. And what that does is it makes him able to dig certain elements and minerals that he wasn't able to before. Now, Rowan has done a great job building and maintaining, so he's no longer an apprentice architect. I'm going to go ahead and bump him up to just regular old architect. You can see Roger's still working on his farmhand right here skill, and that's fine. But Frankie is ready to become a level 2 or just a regular scientist. That will help his speed. He'll be able to research more quickly, and everything will go a little bit more smoothly. So check this out. They're all going to come get their new hats. Yeah, new hats. Good job, Ashkin. See the hats? As you level up, they change. And let's see who comes next. Who's up next? Rowan. Alright, let's go ahead and get that little bugger. I'm trying to get screenshots of all of them putting their new hats on. So, orange hats for everybody. It should make a big difference. And there you go. Pretty cool. So Frankie's now a higher level. Now, sorry Roger, I know you've been working hard, but you just haven't been around as long, so these guys have a little bit more experience. That's all. Another thing, I did go ahead and set up a coal generator, and you notice it's way up here because it puts out a lot of heat and, like I said, a lot of carbon dioxide. So I actually have a ceiling door. It's a mechanized door, so any carbon monoxide that is produced will hopefully stay within this area once this is built, and if not, which once the door opens it'll come out, it'll get trapped in here. It's just to reduce the flow of it, and then once it gets out it'll drop down and be handled by that. So that's all sorted, all well and good. I would love to get these batteries somewhere else. They're a little close to my living quarters, and as you can see they are heating up the area around them, not substantially but enough to be something of concern. Another thing that I've been working on, I did set up a med bay, which for some reason it's not saying that it is one. So what I need to do is say, why is this not working? Sick duplicants assigned to medical beds located within the med bay are less likely to spread disease. That's extremely important. Room criteria, medical bed, have that. Toilet, I don't know. Mess table, I don't have a mess table in there. So I read that, I know what I need to do. The mess table is in furniture, I believe, and I'll go ahead and just pop that right there. And they'll come in, and when they build that, that will become a med bay. So that will help with controlling disease. Colony lacks farmer, or seasoned farmer. So what that means is that once Roger's ready to level up, which shouldn't be too long, he'll become a farmer, or a rancher. I'm going to go with farmer, just because I have farms already set up. Then he'll be able to operate this machine, which will really help grow these crops a lot faster, and that's something I'm looking forward to. What I've also done, I've been a busy little bear here, I've also added a bottle emptier so that it will empty all of that polluted water into here instead of just around. So basically the reason for this is these are polluted water jugs. You can see they're putting out polluted oxygen, and it's just stinky, and it makes for just ugly. I want to see all blue. I'm a little picky about that, but that's okay. What I'm also working on is getting everyone their own bedroom. I've never done this before, but I feel like 2 morale compared to 1, it's worth it. You know, I've got the space, and I don't have that many duplicates, so why not? That's kind of my thought process there. But basically, I want to let them finish their work. I don't want to sit there and keep adding more work on. I had done that and they got a lot done and it was great, but the truth of the matter is that they need to be able to focus. That way when I say, hey, do this, they don't have to run around crazy trying to figure out which one is more important. I don't have to mess with priorities. All is well. So what I was really excited about was getting a new duplicate. The time has come. I have the new farm, all that. So basically I'm going to go ahead and choose a duplicate. And what I'm looking for, I don't know if this is the right choice, but it's the one that I want to do, is I'm looking for someone to clean up. I just need someone to clean up. So basically I'm looking for, there should be like some sort of cleanliness or something, I don't know. Interior decorator, that's pretty interesting. Biohazard though, so she could get sick very easily. Loud sleepers I almost always avoid because you have to put them in their own room. Well, I guess that wouldn't be a big deal here. Flatulent, they just make the air stinky, so she might be the only one that I can go with. Ellie, and go ahead and print. And now I need to give Ellie a job. Ellie, you're going to, where are you? Groundskeeper. I don't know if she's the right girl for the job. Sorry, Ellie. It turns out Ashkin would have been good for the job, but to each their own. With that, though, I actually need to establish a place for Ellie to unload all of the stuff that she's cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and push 1 on the keyboard, and that's going to be storage, and just hold the button down on the mouse, and bam. That's a lot, I know, but you'd be surprised how quickly it fills up. I'm actually going to go ahead and set that priority a little bit higher, mostly because I want to make sure that Ellie has a place to put everything that she's cleaning up, and that way she doesn't just, you know, if she doesn't have a place to put it, she won't clean it, basically. And I can go through and I can organize all of these individually. Critter eggs, cultivatable soil, filtration, organic, raw materials. What I'm going to just go ahead and do is hit all and sweep only, because that is too much OCD for me. I'm just happy to have the place cleaned up. What I will do, though, is put that on its own door system because I didn't go through and I didn't make sure that like gross stuff wasn't going in. So she might put some polluted dirt in there and it'll pollute the air. So I'm just gonna let Ellie put whatever she wants in there and that'll be fine. So let's find Ellie's using the bathroom right now. I'll give her privacy. But yeah, so now we have 5 duplicates. One of these beds, we're going to need to go ahead and tell them to build another room. I'm using all mesh tiles just so that the airflow remains consistent throughout. And pneumatic doors. This is only for my central area. Once I start going out and exploring, I'll definitely have this place locked off and locked down. So I'll have like a filtration medium. So once they wake up, I'll be right back. And this is crazy. I've been gone for a while. To you, it's been an instant. Anyways, well, we're back. Well, I'm back. You guys have been here the whole time. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with Ellie. She's got a bed, though, so all is well. It's not a big deal. Basically, now that they all have their... wow, little voice crack. Once this is all completed, I will go ahead and assign them to these new beds, destroying these beds, and starting fresh. So I'll probably get rid of this wall and all of that good stuff. Just to... you don't necessarily need to keep everything. If you get rid of it, it's totally fine. No big deal. But you can see they're cleaning up now, and they weren't before. And that's really nice because it was really cluttered, and I know it seems silly, but the clutter actually, excuse me, basically makes the game, the little duplicates very unhappy. So you need to keep your place clean. There are ways to do this from the beginning. You could have, I could have started up high, started, dug, and then built in the middle, and then dug down. That's one way to do it, but I didn't, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Basically, so now you can see Ellie's delivering water. She's going around just keeping everything nice and clean and tidy, and that will really help the decor. Let me see which F key. So F8 is gonna be your decor, and that really helps morale, basically. Red is bad, green is good. So I want their bedrooms to be really high, and anywhere that someone spends a good amount of time, it should be high. Basically, the med bay would be good to have higher, which I'm going to set that to priority. Mess hall, obviously, you want high up. So, and bedrooms, stuff like that. Places, like I said, they spend a lot of time, and it's really hard to keep your miners and stuff happy that way, but what can you do? Well, anyways, welcome. Introduce you to Ellie real quick. Let's see, where are you, Ellie? Oh, I accidentally paused the game, didn't mean to. There's Ellie. I'm gonna go ahead and they have bios, which is really cool. So her name is Ellie. She's 1 cycle old. She is of gender F, which is female. Nothing makes an Ellie happier than a big tin of glitter and a pack of unicorn stickers. So she's a very jolly little thing to be around. People will like her. And I'll go ahead and read Roger's bio. I thought it was pretty funny when I noticed it. It says he's 17 cycles old. This Roger once claimed he could build a laser so powerful it could rip the colony in half. No one asked him to prove it. So they're kind of cutesy and funny, and I like that. But it'll tell you a lot about your little guy or girl. So that's gonna be it. I'll make another video as soon as I think there's something interesting going on. If you have any questions, maybe you downloaded the game or you played it before and you're having issues with something, maybe I'll cover it on accident in a later video. But if you do have a question, just go ahead and leave a comment. And like I've said before, I'm a very new channel, and anything as far as likes and comments go would be really seriously helpful and very appreciated. So I sincerely and truly hope that you are having a great day. That is it, and I'll see you in the next one.